India's defense export sector is booming. It is breaking records. India is exporting jets, missiles, war machines are being sent to neighbors, to countries beyond the neighborhood. For the first time ever, India's defense exports have crossed 21,000 crore rupees. This is the highest ever number for independent India. In the financial year 2023 to 24, India's defense sector recorded a growth of 32.5%. Now, these aren't just numbers. India's defense prowess is there for everyone to see. India has just delivered 2 Dornier 228 planes to Guyana Defense Force. HAL is the company to be credited for this achievement. Hindustan Aeronautics Limited. I'm sure most of you already know HAL is a PSU, that's a public sector undertaking. In March, a defense line of credit was established with Guyana. The Export-Import Bank of India facilitated the line of credit worth $23.37 million. HAL fulfilled this contract in record time. Both the aircraft were delivered within a month of signing the contract. On the evening of March 31st, 2 Boeing C-17 Globemaster landed in Guyana's Sheri Jagan International Airport. They were carrying 2 Dornier jets from India. In the financial year that ended last March, Hindustan Aeronautics Limited also recorded its highest ever revenue from operation. We are looking at an amount of over 29,810 crore rupees. In the previous financial year, the one that ended on March 31, 2023, the number was a little over 26,900 crores. So what you have here is an 11% growth, which again is a new high, given that in the previous year, HAL saw a 9% growth. It's onward and upward from here. Just look at the numbers. In the last financial year, HAL received fresh manufacturing contracts worth 19,000 crore rupees. And then there are repair and overhaul contracts, or what's called ROU contracts, of over 16,000 crore rupees. On March 28, the Tejas Mk-1A aircraft took to the skies from the HAL facility in Bengaluru. These are lightweight fighter jets. Last year, during Prime Minister Modi's state visit to the US, HAL and America's General Electric signed an MOU for transfer of technology, remember? This MOU enabled General Electronics' GE 414 engine to be fitted into HAL's LCA Mk2. And you know what? This is just one player in India's growing defense sector. There are several other firms that are exporting defense products. You see, for the longest time, India was the world's largest defense importer. In fact, India still holds that spot. But what you are looking at now is not a one-way street. Today, India is not only importing defense equipment and war machines, but also exporting them. What all, you ask? From personal protective items and offshore patrol vessels to ALH choppers, radio system, coastal surveillance systems, spares for radar, electronic system to light engineering mechanical parts, India is exporting them all. Also armored vehicles, rockets and launchers, night vision, monocular and binoculars, fire control systems, lightweight torpedo. In the last financial year, India's defense sector touched a new milestone by starting the export of the BrahMos missile system to the Philippines. This was a deal worth $375 million. There are talks that Vietnam is looking to buy the BrahMos missiles from India. The deal could be worth $625 million. Also talks of how Indonesia, too, could be looking to buy the BrahMos. This, as per reports, is expected to be a deal worth at least $200 million. And reports say India could be in talks with as many as 8 countries for exporting the BrahMos missile. There are countries in Southeast Asia, countries from West Asia, also in Africa. Did you know today India is exporting defense products to over 80 countries? Here are some of the major importers: Sri Lanka, Nepal, Israel, Egypt, the UAE, Ethiopia, Bhutan, Saudi Arabia, the Philippines, Poland, Spain, Chile. For 2024 to 25, India has set a target for manufacturing defense hardware worth 175,000 crore rupees. As for defense export, the target is 35,000 crore rupees. The current number, like we told you, is 21,000 crore rupees. It's a record growth. Lauding it, India's Defence Minister Rajnath Singh wrote, and I am quoting here, under Prime Minister Narendra Modi's visionary leadership, the Defence Ministry has taken several initiatives to spur India's defence manufacturing and exports. Our defence industries, including the private sector and DPSUs, have registered a commendable performance in the recent years. Congratulations to all stakeholders on crossing the new milestone in defence exports, quote unquote. What does the road ahead look like? India's defence sector will continue to build on self-reliance. Atmanirbharta also focus on developing new technology with focus on research and development. You see, India's defence export boom should not come as a surprise to you. It's not something out of the blue. India is actively spending more on defence research. In FY 24 to 25 interim budget, for example, the allocation to the DRDO or the Defence Research and Development Organization was increased to 23,855 crore rupees. In the previous budget, the sum allocated was 23,263 crore rupees. So you have an upward graph there. Additionally, 60 crore rupees was allocated to TDF or Technology Development Fund. This money is designed to benefit defence startups. MSMEs also help attract young innovators to India's defence sector. Along with this push at home, India will obviously continue to build on its position as a reliable defence supplier and a reliable defence partner. The months ahead could also see India sign a multi-million Tejas deal. HAL's Tejas is an advanced, single-engined, fourth-generation multi-role aircraft. Like we were telling you, the advanced variant of Tejas, the Mark 1A, completed its maiden flight in Bengaluru last week. The jet comes with digital radar warning receivers, a superior radar, advanced beyond visual range air-to-air missiles and external self-protection jammer pods. Could India soon start exporting this fighter jet? Last year, when Malaysia put out a tender for LCA or light combat aircraft, India responded by pitting the Tejas as a perfect buy. India's Tejas and South Korea's KIFA-50 made it to the final shortlist. Tejas lost out, but HAL is confident that Tejas would soon become the blue-eyed boy of India's defence export. HAL says Argentina and Egypt have shown interest in the Tejas. Argentina is in discussion for nearly 15 LCAs. Egypt is looking at 20.